Hello and welcome to the Messages and Methods Livecast Live 2.0 live stream podcast hosted by Encore entrepreneurs Shelley, Carney, and Toby Younis. We inspire excitement for content creation and marketing your brand and business while answering all your technology and digital marketing questions. Join us as we interview experts who share their knowledge and experience to provide actionable tips to land more clients, nurture leads, and position yourself as an expert in your industry. Chat with Shelley and Toby live every Wednesday on YouTube or Facebook. Hello and welcome to Messages and Methods. I'm your host, Shelley Carney. Today we're going to be talking about online courses, memberships, and digital products. And as content creators, it's important that we think about that, as we are moving forward with our content creation business.
So I think the important part of that messaging is, and I forgot my water and I'm going to need it, is being open to the idea of creating and selling digital products.
Yeah.
We are so accustomed to the tangible product kind of sales in our lives that you can't imagine, well, why is somebody going to buy a digital product? It's not NFTs, by the way. We're not talking about NFTs.
Although it's a part of that digital products suite that you can offer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So getting through the mindset of, rather than carrying an inventory of physical products, start thinking about not carrying an inventory of digital products because they're instantly accessible.
And that's all of our slides. Bye. So Toby's going to go get a drink of water and I'm going to start. How's that sound?
Oops, I just removed it. It will sound better if you see the slides.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Again, this is our livecast lifestyle. And part of that lifestyle is creating and selling memberships, video courses, and digital products. We're going to talk about that today. So what are some digital products that you might sell? That could include video courses, memberships, ebooks, artwork, music, templates, or software and apps. It also could include NFTs. So that is something that's on the horizon. We're still learning more about it. But I do own some Tilt coin. I own, I think I have an NFT somewhere, but I'm not quite sure. But I'm still dipping my toes into that. But that is something that can be considered a digital product and could be a part of your digital product offerings. And it's important for content entrepreneurs to really think about, how can I take my audience that I've grown through live streaming, podcasting, and blogging, and how can I bring them along with me to, to the point where they're giving me money for products? Well, first, of course, you're building your audience through your content. People are attracted to what you talk about, that you are offering information that nobody else is, and you're packaging it in a way that makes the most sense for your audience. And then they also are interested in your values or who you are as a person. So offering all of that information and being open and transparent about who you are and what you believe will bring people into your world and build that audience. Then from there, you can offer free downloads. You can say, I talking today about building a course, and here's my free download. It is, a checklist on building a course. So you would just offer those free downloads that makes the most sense for what you're talking about, what you're teaching about, and then your audience is already going to be interested because they're interested in your content, so they're going to be interested in a free download that is tied into that content. You want to determine their desires. Who are they? What are they looking for? What do they really want? And bring their emotions into it, because selling something is an emotional process. People buy things that they want, that they feel good about, that they have a desire for, they have feelings about it. And that's what spurs them to take action and to buy something. And you want to determine those desires and those feelings so that you can make a product that's going to be a fit for them. Offer courses and memberships to bring them into your world and to be able to spend more time with you. And then adjust those courses and memberships as needed. If you put something in there because you thought that's something that they wanted and it turns out they don't have an interest in that particular module, take that out and change it into something that they do need.
So I'm not going to address this because I got in kind of late, but I would like to try something. I want to try this format right there to see if it uses the full frame.
Go ahead.
And so we don't have to keep, just give me 1 second to try it. Yeah.
That works.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And that way one of us isn't cut off all the time.
Okay. That's moving forward. Why?
Okay, well, there's one reason not to.
Okay. Why should we sell digital products? Well, because it brings in money, of course. It is a cost-effective business. There's no financial investment in stock or product manufacturing. You can pull ideas out of your brain. You can write them down, put them in a format that's accessible to others in a digital format, and then sell that as a product. So there's no cost involved except for your time and your effort. There's no logistical issues. You don't have to have an inventory. You don't have to worry about packaging or shipping and all of the things that go into having a product that is 3D and tangible. There's endless possibilities. You can come up with an idea every day and turn that into a product if you wanted to. And it's a passive income. Once you have the funnel set up to that product, you just sit back and let that funnel go and let it run. You can run ads to it, but it's a passive income that you can just kind of, collect a check every now and then. It's kind of fun.
So are we going to be talking about book publishing later in the presentation? Because I don't want to
I don't have it in the slide.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So, but because the point I wanted to make, and I was having a conversation with another friend of mine, and we were talking about book publishing and, how our strategy is about selling digital content. And she said, well, a book is not exactly digital content. And I said, well, in a way it is until it gets onto Amazon. So up until that point, we're producing a digital product. We write the book in a digital format. We process it in a digital format. We upload both the cover and the book itself in a digital format. But it gives people the opportunity to buy either the Kindle version, which is a digital format, or the Amazon version. We don't have to worry about inventory, because Amazon doesn't stock. They don't actually stock your book. It's a print on demand, POD. And so they don't worry about it, but it is a form of digital content production as well. And it's a very effective form, especially when you can establish your bona fides with Amazon, because they like the idea that you're publishing books. We've published 3 of our own. We've published books for a couple of others. And it really is a digital content production model. From our perspective, we let Amazon worry about the print on demand.
And that's sort of similar to a drop shipping effort as well. So, for instance, if we wanted to sell a T-shirt with our logo and our, brand on it, and we contracted through, say, Spreadshirt, and then we show you that picture on our website and say, "Here's our shirt," and you go buy it here. And now Spreadshirt takes care of creating the shirt and sending you the shirt because you fill out the form, and we just get some of the commission from them. So that's another way. Drop shipping is another way to do this, that it's kind of like a digital product until you order it as a physical product, and then it comes to you that way.
So I've noticed recently that as I go to my YouTube channel and I look at different videos, I've been, how they present you advertising, and they always do it kind of on your content interests. Recently, I've been presented advertising for, it's always a stylized influencer showing you checks that they get from Amazon Audible. look, here's my last check. It was
Mhm.
$1,000 a month. I make this on Audible,
Mhm.
right? And they don't look to me like the kind of person that have published lots of books on a very specific topic. And it's one of those things where you get, and we have a free course, workshop that you have to sign in, and then it's going to be an hour workshop, and then they're going to want you to pay 1900 bucks for their full course. But I'm curious about it because it has to be one of these digital content production strategies that someone has learned how to leverage other, so they've learned to leverage on Amazon, and then they're going to sell you the course.
Well, basically, is you create the Audible book yourself, whether that's reading your own book or reading somebody else's book or whatever it is. You could even read something in public domain, and then you put that up on Audible, and then you sign up for the Audible program. Where if anybody signs up for Audible because they wanted your book, then you get that finder's fee from that. So that's one way of doing it.
Have you actually followed the video? Have you?
I haven't seen it.
I'm just curious about it. I'm always curious when I get these videos that say, "Oh yeah, how to make money with content production."
Mhm.
When it's different from what we're already doing, and this is one I'll check it out next time. Maybe the next show we have, I'll have more information on it, see what if it's possible and how they make their how they Here's my I made $5,000 last month from Audible.
Mhm,
Here's my
sure.
check. They always
It's
have
just that
checks, don't they?
easy. Easy money. Mhm. Comparison. Here's a comparison of selling digital versus physical products. With digital products, you have online delivery. So the digital product can be sold quickly and infinitely. People can just go to your site, click on a few buttons, and they've got the product and you've got the money. It's that simple. It sounds really simple. I mean, there's there's a little more to it, obviously, but once it's all set up, that is all there is to it. It's budget friendly because digital assets don't come with shipping fees, so people can go buy the product and they're not going to have to pay additional money for shipping and all of that. They just pay that amount that you've set on that product, and then it's a higher profit for you because there's no product cost once the original product is made. If you've made a course, you put it up there, uh, then it's there forever or for, however long you leave it up there and you continue to sell it again and again and again. And there's no additional cost in time or effort from you or in setting it up because it's set up, it stays up, and people can just go there and buy it.
Now, when you enter into a publishing relationship with Amazon, there is a fee associated with them printing your book for, and they tell you up front once you upload your book, they tell you this is how much it's going to cost to print your book, and and then you can base your price upon that. So if they tell you your book is going to cost, and we know this because we've done several in this length, it's going to cost $4.58 to publish, and then you can decide what you want in terms of profit, because what you've got to do is decide how much you're going to sell it for. We found like 15.99, 14, 15.99 is kind of the sweet spot in all this. So every time we sell a book, we make 10 bucks on the book. Their cost is the 4.59, and we get the difference, and that just goes into a little bank. It goes into an Amazon account, and then once a month, it's automatically transferred to your bank account. So
Right. And in that case, you're using Amazon as a platform.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Which is it's a good idea because a lot of people are there to shop and a lot of people are there to buy books. So it's a good place to be if you're selling books.
And when you do it on Amazon, you kill two birds. Oh no, what is it you say? You
Feed
feed
two
two
birds
birds
with
with one
one
seed.
seed.
Because if you write the book, and upload it, you can immediately publish in either a paperback format. They do have a hardbound version that they're beta testing, but we do it in paperback and then immediately go to Kindle. So it's the same book. You don't have to do anything. You have to cut the cover in half for Kindle. Other than that, it's exactly the same book.
All right. So let's talk about memberships. And what would a membership offer you as a person running a membership? It's a more predictable income because people sign up for a month, 6 months, or a year, and you can count on that money coming in every month, or you can count on it. If you have a 6-month membership and they pay all up front at once, then you have that, every 6 months you can count on, that coming in. Or if you have an evergreen instead of a cohort, then of course every month you can sell more memberships. You can sell memberships every day if you have an evergreen membership. So it's a matter of what type of a membership you're looking to have. But it is still a more predictable income, and you have repeat customers. So if somebody comes into your membership, really enjoys it, they can continue to be a member in that membership for as long as it makes sense to them. So they can keep coming back again and again, which will save you time in finding new leads and new people all the time. If you just can keep those people that you do have happy, and then occasionally bring in a few more people, you have this consistent income coming in, and then you'll know, okay, I have this much coming in every month for the next 6 months, so I can plan out my budget, and I can budget for advertising so that I can bring in more people, and it becomes this money making machine for you that is bringing consistent income. And it offers community based learning, which means you don't have to have all the answers, because other community members can help each other to grow and learn. So you're not always on the hot seat for coming up with the right answers.
And there's varieties of implementation schemes when it comes to membership. So, for example, Shelley is very fond of and has tried out, she'll tell you more about that, various software applications that enable you to establish a membership environment so that you can have your members come in. Another option is something like Patreon, which is an online platform. And you can offer people who join your membership. I belong to a podcast Patreon, where every month or every week I get an extra podcast that the average podcast listener doesn't get to. It costs me $5 a month. It's a subscription. And that's a pretty good model. It seems to work for a lot of people. Patreon is also good because it offers levels. You can offer levels of membership. But about 2 years ago, YouTube established a membership capability. So once you get to, I don't know if it's the 1,000 subscribers limitation, because when they gave it to us, we were way past 1,000 subscribers. So I don't know what it is that it's required, but they enable you to establish a membership. So if you have members that are your regular viewers, or if you have regular viewers, you can offer them a monthly subscription. And as usual, YouTube takes its cut, but it's easy to manage. You can give them icons and avatars and things like that. And then you can offer them extra content every month, or every month. They do it on a monthly basis that your regular viewers might not get. So there's lots of ways to implement that membership thing if you're already producing valuable content anyway.
Yeah, and it can be nice to have them handle it for you, but keep in mind that if they make any changes to their platform or to their membership offering, that is that belongs to YouTube, or that belongs to Patreon, and all of those customers and their email addresses belong to them as well. So y- you do want to find a way to start bringing those people onto your own email list, so that you
And
have some way to communicate with them outside of that platform.
right. And that's a really good reason to establish your own membership platform
Mhm.
using the available software that Shelley's going to be talking about later on.
And of course, video courses. Toby and I have done video courses. And one of the best reasons to create a course is when people keep coming to you, asking you the same questions. How do I do this? How do I set this up? What is that all about? You can change that one-on-one coaching session into a one-to-many when you create a video course that explains those things, so that people can just get the course rather than having to hear from you each time. It offers self-paced learning, so they don't have to show up to our live stream. They can own a course and they can go through it at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they can watch the whole thing, or they can watch one piece a day, and or they can take 3 months to get through it if they want, or they can go through it 100 times. It's self-paced learning, and they have the control of it, so that's what makes it really good for those learners. Um, all you have to do is build it once and then you can sell it for years. Toby and I created a course called Livestream Like a Boss for home-based entrepreneurs. We put it up on Udemy. That's a great platform that does all the advertising and marketing and selling for you. And then once it's up there and in Udemy, then they just send you a check every now and then when you've sold enough courses to make it reasonable to send you a check. And sometimes you'll get a lot, and sometimes you won't get a lot because they put them on sale a lot. So it is a good place to start out if you have no interest in marketing your own courses. But if you want to do a little bit of marketing and have a lot more control over your students, then you want to have the video course on your own platform. We suggest start with a signature course, something that is for us, Livecast Lifestyle is our signature course. It covers everything from A to Z about what we do, why we call it live casting, how to do live casting yourself, and then once you have the signature course up, you can take those small pieces. For instance, I might teach just on getting over the fears that most content creators have. That could be a mini course. Um, but it is also contained in that signature course. But it could be something that's more of a deep dive, with people, and maybe there's more conversation happening between me and the people who need that specific help. Or maybe there's one on just making full use of your Gmail suite. And Toby would be really good at that because he is, really well versed in all the things that you can do with your Gmail suite to really enhance your business. And we could have a separate course on that with additional coaching on just that for those people who need that. And that is how you can create a bunch of courses, but you start with that signature course that covers from A to Z, and then you see where people are really getting hung up at, what they need more help with, and then you can create a course just for that.
So again, I think one of the points that we have to reinforce here is there are already applications out there that enable you to publish courses. Shelley mentioned one that we used early on, Udemy, but the point that Shelley's eventually going to get to is, and I don't mean that in a negative way, she has some important things to say, is that although there are lots of options for platforms that provide these various digital content production services, the ideal situation was not to have a Udemy or a Teachable or the various platforms that may or may not work with your payment platform, etc., but to have one platform that does it all for you and that you have control of. So that's where we're going to get to with this.
Other digital products that we as content creators might have might be those mini courses or checklists or ebooks or smaller things that offer entry level pricing. Maybe a mini course was $3 or $4 or something, $5, something that just gets you started. One of our books on Amazon, if you get the Kindle version, you can, if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for free. If you don't, you can buy it for $5. It's an entry level price. And then when you do that, you can also get a free download with it. So you start coming into our funnel and having a relationship with us. You're in our world now, and you're surrounded by all of our good content that's going to help you become a content entrepreneur. And when we do that, it can, after we've set all of those funnels up and everything, it becomes a quick passive income source. You can put up on, oh, let's add a couple more things, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, there, let's turn that on and let people know about it. And then suddenly you start bringing in that passive income, and it just keeps going. You build that momentum in that way. And that's other digital products that we might create. There are other digital products out there that other people might create. If they're an artist, maybe you're selling a digital form of your art, or maybe you're a musician and you're selling songs, or you create songs for people. There's people on Fiverr that do that. There's people out there who create music for different reasons, and you can go buy that music, that digital music from them, and that could be another digital product. Digital products could be uh, tickets to an online conference of some sort. You know, you could buy a ticket online, and then you go to the conference or the summit online. It's all online, so it's all digital.
No traveling.
That's right. So some of the digital products that I have tested out, and you got to say which one's best. Well, the one that works best for you and takes care of all your needs is going to be the best one. We mentioned Udemy. That one is great if you want to do no marketing, just want to do course after course after course and have them take care of all of the marketing. And they even teach you how to create courses. They have courses on how to create courses. So Udemy is a great place to start if you don't know how to create a course and you just want to test it out, see if it's something that you can do, that you're happy doing, that's not, you know, a big heavy lift for you. It's a good place to get started. And then we've tried Teachable. Teachable is one of those one of those places you can go to put your course, but then you're selling it on your own, right? It does have some integrations, but it is a monthly payment if you sign up for Teachable. You can get the free level, and you get so many features with the free level, or you can level up and start paying for it. I've also used Member Vault. Toby and I had a membership a few years back with Member Vault, where people could get all of their information, and they had the payment portal there. So all of that was handled through Member Vault, and then we would just tell them we're going to meet every Tuesday and Thursday evening on Zoom, and here's your link to get to Zoom. And we kept that very, very simple. There's Heartbeat, which is more of a community building platform. It's a little less about courses and a little bit more about people talking to each other and talking with you and having that community component. And then you can also add in events. So, here's a link to the event that's coming up, and it's going to be on Zoom, and all you go do is click and you're there. It's more about the membership just coming together. It does have a course component, but it's not that easy to use. And it does have those integrations where people can pay to be a part of your membership as well, but it doesn't have its own email or any of those things. It's just mostly about coming together and talking with each other. Then there's Product Dino, which is a great place to house your digital products, but it's not super user friendly, and it's not super easy to, adjust the design of it. And there's not all the components that I wanted. It was missing some things, and it just wasn't quite there yet. Then I tried UpCoach. Now, UpCoach is put out by Todd Herman, and he has been coaching for 20 years. So it has everything in there for coaches that coaches want to help their clients make transformations. So if you're already a coach and you already have clients and you already have a transformational course that you offer, then this is an easy way to bring that in and start offering it through UpCoach, which brings you people together, and you have those conversations. And there's a component of follow-up with UpCoach, where it's automatically sending people emails, and don't forget to do your tasks, and don't forget to do this, and make sure you do this. So it's those reminders. That's what UpCoach is really good at. But it was still missing some things. It still required some cobbling together of bringing in an email service, bringing in a CRM, so I found Vonza. Vonza is the new one that I just found yesterday or 2 days ago. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to work with it, but we're going to do a little demonstration of it. And includes all the things that I was thinking I was going to have to cobble together. It's all included in one app. So it's kind of a super app.
She's using the word we in the royal sense because I haven't touched this product. Shelley has. But I do want to make a point here. One of the reasons that we use AppSumo for our applications is not only because of the pricing model that they have, but one of the features that they offer is a no contested refund request thing. I don't know what to describe it, but you have 60, if you buy a product from them, you have 60 days to try that product out. And if you don't like it, you basically click a button that says, I'd like to return this. And you get an instant refund, either as a credit to your account or back to the account, bank account to which you, for which you use, that you used to pay for the product. And what that gives you the ability to do is get comfortable with the idea that you can try out a heartbeat or a product dyno or an up coach, figure out they aren't quite what you want them to do, what you they don't do quite what you wanted them to do, but you can ask for the refund. And the reason I know that is because I'm responsible for the account for paying for these products. And what I get is I'll get a call from Shelley in the morning, and she always starts. She doesn't always start it, but it's always something like, "Hey, it's your favorite Libra," and I know I'm about to get a request for a product purchase. The first thing that's important here is I don't think we've purchased of all the products that we purchased on AppSumo. I don't think we've paid more than $79 for any one product.
Until Vonza.
Oh, well,
Well,
I'm sorry.
and
That's right.
product I know.
But that was
Coach
because
Vonza.
we made decisions to go to higher tiers,
Right.
right? So that's why they were a little bit higher. But she tried every one of these products, and I would get the call saying, "This is not exactly what I want. I'm going to refund it, and I want to try this one." And I'm at the point now where I don't feel like she has to call and say, that we it's a credit, it's an instant credit. So you can, get the refund on one and then buy the other, and it doesn't make any difference to my account. It's already been paid for. You're just, I think at this point we actually have a positive credit, don't we?
We do. We
Yeah.
do.
So that's one of the benefits that we don't mention often enough about dealing with AppSumo is that ability to try a product. You don't like it, you ask for a refund, they give it to you instantly. No, fill out this form. No, somebody will call you and ask you where you don't like it. Occasionally I'll get the follow-on email because the account's in my name, and I'll get a follow-on email from the product provider saying, just tell us a little bit more about why you didn't like it. And when I can, I think it's helpful to them that
It
you
is because they
actually
want to make
respond.
sure,
Yeah,
should they even be carrying that
right.
product.
Yeah, exactly.
But Teachable and Member Vault are monthly fees. And the other ones, Heartbeat, Product Dino, Hub Coach, and Vonza, we bought through AppSumo. And like Toby said, we still have Heartbeat. We may end up using it as an addition to Vonza. But after trying Product Dino, I thought, let's go for it. Let's go with the top tier. And I tried it out and I was working on it and I was just like, I wasn't completely happy with it. Then I saw Up Coach and I was like, oh, I am a coach. Let me check that out. So I traded Product Dino for Up Coach and I tried that out and I really liked it. Todd Herman's great. It's easy to use, but it didn't have all the pieces. And then I saw Vonza and I was like, oh, let's trade in Up Coach. And I went Vonza. So it's great to be able to do that and to not have to take any kind of a hit. They're not charging us any service fees, restocking fees, any of that. It's just straight over. Okay, we're going to credit the amount you paid and put those credits towards this new purchase, and there's no extra fees involved
Right.
with it. So
Yeah.
it's wonderful
They're not charging you fees for
for changing
processing
your
fees.
mind,
Yeah,
and which
exactly.
is good because then you get to try it out, make sure it really works for you before you have to say, yeah, you can't get a refund anymore after 60 days. So you have 60 days to play with it.
Another thing about a lot of the applications on AppSumo, it's not necessarily every application, but a lot of the applications in AppSumo offer you the opportunity to become an affiliate partner with them. So, for example, after this demo today, if you want to buy the product, we can give you a code. And if you buy it using that code, we get a 30% commission on the sale. So that's a benefit of doing building these kind of relationships on AppSumo, because they almost automatically offer an affiliate program to go along with it. So
Yeah.
I noticed
And if you love it, then you're going to talk about it.
right,
Might
exactly.
as well get the credit for it.
Are you going to demo here, or is there
Not
another
yet.
slide?
Okay, so again, we recommend appsumo.com for applications. Just go there and sign in, because you're going to get emails from them telling you about all these great products. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to want to know about these products, because you're going to be using these types of things anyway. And you want to know what exists that's going to make my life easier. And they're going to share those things with you. And you can go check them out. If you're not interested, that's fine. But if you are interested, then it's probably going to be an awesome product for you to just because you can buy it. You don't have to rent it. So we highly recommend AppSumo for that. And we're going to show you more about Vonza. Vonza is a platform that I just got from AppSumo, and it covers a lot of ground. So you can put in your membership, you can put in your courses. You have a website builder. It does CRM for you. It helps you to sell all your digital products. It offers email marketing, so you have an email component here where you can put in the names and email addresses of your email list, and it will keep track of all of them for you. And it hooks you up through Stripe so that people can make payments through Stripe. And as I said, it has your CRM, and it's just, there's so much there. It's it's got all of it contained in one place. You I was just, this is, when you see this and you're like, wow. One thing after another. Wow. And this we're showing right now is the dashboard, and so as you can see, the overview shows you how many total paid users you have, your net income, and your lifetime sales, upcoming payments, so that you can plan, you can budget, you can know, okay, I have this much money to play with this month. And maybe I want to increase my advertising or whatever it is you need to do. Or you might say, that's not enough money to cover what I need to pay out this month. So I had better start, you know, getting more sales, and it kind of keeps you on track with where you're at in your sales. You got your revenue, your sales, your new signups, and your orders, and it helps you in many different ways. It gives you numbers, or it gives you a graph, and you can just really stay on top of what you're selling and what you need to sell, and maybe what you still need to create. There's all kinds of information here. There's a scheduling app that's included with this. So you can schedule events or workshops or calls with clients on your scheduling app that's included as part of this. And you can see how many people you have enrolled in courses, how many are active. And there's so much information here, and it's all in one. So you don't have to skip around to all the different places and then maybe forget to set up, your email for somebody who's onboarding. It's all put together in one place. So do you want to look through the different pieces?
Well, there's a couple of the. First of all, I'm just in awe of how much you've learned about each of the products as you try each one of them out, to the extent that I think it's important that you have the ability to say, "Look, I've tried this for a week. It's missing some pieces, or it's not going to work for us, or this is for coaching, and we don't do that." I'm just in awe of how much you've learned about each of these different products. One of the things that when I go to look at a product, I start looking for the little features that are in addition to what they've been promoting. And here's an example right here. This button right here says Edit Dashboard. So to me, that's a vendor who recognizes that the ability to customize the dashboard for your needs is really important. So they've added that feature to it. Doesn't sound like much, but it's an extra capability that most products don't offer you. So when you see something like this, you go like, okay, I like that. Edit the dashboard. Here's the button that says you want to be a Vonza partner and make a 30% lifetime commission on each one of your sales. Sign up there. There's a different dashboard for payouts. There's a contact now button here for if you're having
Customer
problems
support,
with it,
yeah.
you can get customer support. So there's a lot of very cool things that aren't part necessarily of the product that you expected that they've added to make your life easier and a little bit better. So we're on the homepage right now. This is the website builder. And you can select the old builder or the
They're getting rid of the old builder.
builder.
So
Yeah, right. They
they're
do
just
have a
gonna pick the
beta
new one.
version. Do you want me to go there?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right. So we'll go there. And it's a drag and drop approach to building a website. You can, they already give you an automatic domain, right? So that's our domain.
But then you can change it to your own
Right, to
personal domain.
whatever you want.
So that's your website, right? So when you direct people to your website, you can use your domain. You say, go to my website. And what does your website do? It tells people, you know, hey, do you want to be a content entrepreneur? You know, we're here for you. And it walks you through the process and it sells you on join the membership, join the course. And so you've just given them access to your website, which is just the front door to your membership and your course.
So a couple of other important things is that you have more than one website that you can build. And here's a good example of the integration part of this. Shelley and I use a product called solo.to, which is a application that enables you to build a personal website page. So if you go to tunis.com, you'll see mine. If you go to Shelley Carney.com, you'll see Shelley's. Well, if I want, and I don't want to have to pay that $15 a month anymore, I can take and create a website for myself that is that tunis.com goes to. And you don't have to, you can reduce your monthly subscription investments by, I can cancel my solo account. And that's another thing I was going to suggest to you, although it's not quite as important for what we're talking about today. If you ever go to a subscription, they consistently offer you the choice of monthly subscription or yearly, annual, and they give you a little bit of a discount. I always take, although I sometimes would like to see the discount, I usually take the subscription because things are changing so rapidly in the content development and production industry that you want the flexibility to say, I don't want to do that anymore. So this is a good example of where you can use this feature to build your solo.to website, your individual website, and you don't have to pay that $15 a month. The other thing that I noticed here, if you'll slide over to this, is they add landing pages to the website feature. So now we have a couple of products. We have one product that's a subscription based. We have a couple of products that we bought from AppSumo. But if I can build my landing pages here and integrate them with all the other features on this, it makes my life a lot easier.
Next, we'll look at the commerce button, and they have courses, memberships, products, bundle courses, and orders. So let's look at the orders. That's just your orders will show here once a customer buys something from your store. So that's pretty cool. That way it shows you what's going on. There's courses. You can design your own courses. You can charge for them, or you could have them be for free if you wanted. Then there's the membership. You create your membership. We haven't created one yet because we just got this product. Products can include what they're showing here is different boxes, and one is WordPress themes, one shows HP all-in-one PC. You could have any kind of a product in there that, you know, and you could even direct them to your store if you already had a store set up, or if you want them to go to Amazon to buy your book. You can bundle courses if you, for instance, like I talked about, you have that signature course, plus you have those mini courses that go along with it that that fill in any gaps, then you could have that as a bundle.
So one of the questions that you eventually get to asking yourself is, how does this all work together? I'm going to give you an example because I've been thinking about that. One of the areas that I have expertise in is in the interview process, conducting interviews. I've done tens of thousands of them. So imagine this. Go back to commerce for a minute, just for real quickly. Imagine this. I can start with a digital book on interviewing. I can then create a digital course based on that book, and then I can invite the people that buy the book or the course to join a membership group that we meet on a regular basis to resolve any issues they may have with the interview process. So that's just one way you could use something like this to create a complete and very responsive to your customers environment, just based on an idea that you had, because it's all digital. And the more ideas that you have, the more ways you have here to implement that idea. And it's fully integrated. They buy your book, they buy your course, they belong to your membership group. And each one of those is producing income for you on a regular basis.
So again, in the marketing, you have email, funnels, forms. So this could be like, well, they have here event RSVP, they have contact information. You could have a form that they fill out if they're joining your membership, that they could maybe apply to be a member if you had certain parameters around who you would allow in as a member. So you can create your own forms to collect data and to simplify communication with things that you would, instead of having to go back and forth with emails, they just fill out a form and that's taken care of. And then you have scheduling. So if you have meetings or that you're running, they could be Zoom meetings, they could be occurring every week, or if it's an event that is only happening once a quarter or once a month, you can add that in there as well in the meetings, and people can sign up for those. Then in sales, they have analytics, which is your transactions, and it gives you those analytics that go along with the transactions, your statements, your payouts, your reserves, your breakdown. Gives you all of that. You can export it as a CSV if you want to do that. If you have another program you want to integrate it with. Then there's payment, which is through Stripe, and coupons. You can create coupons for people. If, for instance, you have a friend who is interested in taking your course and you want to give them half off, or you want to give them a free course, you can create a coupon for that person and give that to them so that they can sign in with using that coupon. Next, we have people, which is your customers. You have invitees, and contacts, which is your CRM will be here. So it will have all your information that you've asked for on those forms. And then we have cloud, and that's your cloud drive. So I haven't even used that, so I'm not even sure about what all is going on with that. It's new to me.
Yeah, well, instead of using, you
G
have
Drive.
various G Drive or Dropbox,
Mm-hmm.
it's all in one
All
location,
in
or you
one
get it,
location.
yeah.
So you don't lose things.
And you have someplace. So if you offer a digital product, let's say you have a digital a book on a particular topic, you store it right here, so that when you do sell it, it's a download from there.
Yeah. And they do have a tour that you can take. And she will walk you through the different features of what's available in the product. And then if you were to have any questions or problems, you could just contact them and they will help you solve those problems. So pretty cool. General information, you have your profile, all that information, and brand logo. You can add your logo, you can add your image, all of that information. As I said, we've just got this a couple days ago, so I haven't had a chance to put a lot of information in there yet.
No, but just by navigating through the menus, you can see how capable it is and how integrated, how one element, the membership, integrates with the courses, integrates with the products, integrates with the customers, So I like the idea that you could probably reduce your application, you know,
Load.
load, yeah, by just using a single product to get
Yeah.
this done. And the other thing is, once you get a product and well, like this, and you figure it out, it actually inspires you to try new things, develop new products, offer new services along with those products, because it is so integrated, and you're not having to try 5 different applications to get the same thing done. I'm going to be happy that all I can put everything here, and we use one, and we use Stripe to collect and distribute the funds. Because right now, in order to do something, we have to put the product in one place, and the Square application is where we handle the payment. So that's 2 different applications, not only that you have to deal with, but your customer has to deal with. And if you can do it all in one, the invoices come from here and not from
And you don't have
Square.
to worry about links breaking or
Right.
zaps
Yeah.
not working.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
So
very complete.
really helps. So right now, if you purchase today or tomorrow at AppSumo, anything, um, they're offering AppSumo Days, which is a 10% discount for most of their products. If you haven't ever used AppSumo before, you can use our secret code and get an additional $10 off. So that's pretty cool as well. And we'll have that in the description box.
Make
show
sure you
notes.
do that underscore. You can't see it because of the
Yeah.
URL line under it, but it's fby.me/v/tunis_2.
Yeah, which is a little bit difficult, which is why it's going to be in the show notes.
Yeah.
But again, they're having AppSumo days, so this week is a really good week to purchase things there. Hey, Sean Scott, good to see you. Again, we published a book on Amazon, and part of that lifestyle is it's called Livecast Life, the content creator lifestyle. Forgot that part. Part of that lifestyle is creating and selling digital products. And you can get that book at book.livecast.life. And there's some great chapters in there about downloads that you can create and other digital products that you can create. Please do get on our list for our upcoming course and membership, Livecast Lifestyle. And when you do that, you're getting in before it's even released. You're not paying any money, but you are going to be offered a friends and family discount, and you can sign up to be on that waiting list at course.livecast.life.
And having this new product should get you quicker to the point
It's
where
going to be
you're
awesome.
okay. All right,
I
just
can't
checking
wait.
to make sure.
Yeah.
Making sure that's the way it's supposed to work.
Please do sign up for our email list, and you will get weekly personalized updates, and you'll get informed about where we are and on the whole course situation. And like I said, it's pretty much done. It just needs to be put up on the correct platform. We've had to narrow down the platform this week. You'll get helpful information and links for shows. You'll get behind the scenes photos and baby photos and free offers for training and books and digital marketing news and insights from other great content entrepreneur
Yeah, there's
sites.
a whole folder for Toby's grandchildren photos. I
Yeah.
promise not to put them up there.
Well, that's all we have for our presentation on creating and selling memberships, video courses, and digital products. We hope that we answered your questions, but if you still have questions, please do put them in the comments. And we are happy to answer them or reach out to us by email at support@agkmedia.studio. And we're happy to have a discussion with you or even set up a conference with us if you want to share your vision for a future live stream show that you want to produce and you want some help with that. We offer a free consultation, and that's just at is it consultations?
I knew you were,
Or is it calendar? Well, I know it's
consulting,
at calendar.
consulting.agkmedia.studio.
Consulting.agkmedia.studio. So check that out if you would like to have some time with us. One-on-one or two-on-one.
It's always going to be, it's 2-on-1 unless I'm on vacation. You had to do a 1-on-1 last week.
Yeah, that's okay. It was fun. All right. Anything else you want to add?
No, you did a great job with that presentation. You've had the benefit of having to deal with all these products, and I've been impressed with the fact that you're going through them in detail, and you're making decisions about whether or not it works for us. And we've said this several times now. It's very fortunate that we have AppSumo, and if she doesn't like it, we can get an instant refund. So
Yeah.
and she could try something
That's a
else.
great way to check things out, make sure they work for you. And I know that's very time intensive because I've been doing it and I understand. So if you have any questions about the best product for you and for your business as a content entrepreneur, please reach out and I'm happy to discuss those options with you.
And what's really fun for me is she makes the pitch for the thing. Like, I found the product that we're gonna. This is the one. It has everything we need.
There's more.
And then a week later, it's like, nope, this isn't the one. We're gonna have to do something else.
Yeah. Love the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is in my new house. You probably haven't seen the. Can you see the?
Oh gosh.
The grand piano in the background. I'm looking to sell that. So Sean, if you're interested in buying a grand piano for that beautiful house of yours,
Or a tomahawk.
Or a tomahawk. I'm not going to show. I tortured Shelley with a tomahawk. Well, no, I didn't.
The story of the tomahawk.
The story of the tomahawk last night. So
that's right.
So you'll have to watch that show.
That's right. Okay, well, thanks for being here with us today. And we do hope that you will join us again next week. We'll be back on Wednesday with news and views and more great information about content entrepreneurs and their businesses on messages and methods.
And Sean, it's good to see you on our live stream. Make sure you give our love to the beautiful Sue for us.
Thank you for joining Messages and Methods Livecast Live 2.0, hosted by Shelley, Carney, and Toby Younis. Please subscribe and leave a comment or question, and we'll consider your ideas for future shows. Share this podcast with your family and friends so they can learn about current digital marketing practices too. Check the show notes for links and resources, and please come back again next week.